Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into the Rainbow Podcast episode 1. Today I'm joined by...
Secular faggot.
And today we're going to talk about a bunch of things, starting with the ranking system in Rainbow Six Siege. And we've recently been playing a lot of ranked, and we've learned that the ranking system pretty much just only comes down to winning and losing. I feel like it's a flawed system. What do you guys think?
Like, I get what they're trying to go with, like, oh, well, if you're winning games, that obviously means, you're a good player because your team is winning games, and this is a team-based game. But if someone has 0 kills and 7 assists, and another guy has 11 kills and 0 assists, they rank.
Bruce and me. I got 11 kills. Bruce,
I mean, we're all the Platinum Squad, but at a certain point, like, Halo Reach had a better ranking system than this does.
Well, yeah, I completely agree because
Halo Reach factored in winning and losing also, but it also factored in just how you did that game. And so...
Yeah, I think, like, here's how I think it should work. Here's how I think it should work. I think it should take into account winning and losing, but I think personal skill should have something to do with it too. Like, say your team wins the game, but if you're at the top of the leaderboard, like, you should get more,
Or let's say your
ranking.
team lose the games. Let's say your team loses the game and like a 5v4 hard fought victor loss came down to the fucking last round, and you drop like 14 kills. You shouldn't lose. If you lose rank, it shouldn't be like fucking 30 something. Like, you couldn't carry your team enough to win. Like, you carried your fucking team, but it wasn't enough.
If you got like 11 kills and say everybody else got like 3, 3, 3, and 3, and you lost 5, 4, I don't think you should lose any rank at all because you did as much as you could to carry your team through the win.
Preach.
I just feel like,
I mean,
if winning and losing is all that matters, it's kind of like that voting thing where it's like one vote isn't really the best system. Like, so if you lose to another team, it's just like you lost. No, it doesn't factor in at all what happened, and it feels kind of arbitrary, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, it only factors...
There's no nuance in it.
It only accounts like, oh, well, if you guys win,
like,
then you win.
It's a black and white system.
Some percentage of it should be wins, but it shouldn't be a lot.
Yeah, but not the whole thing. I mean, I think like maybe almost 50% if they still
because they need to factor in
philosophy, but you need to factor in assists, kills,
your contribution
kills
to the team.
It also needs to factor in your kills in rounds that you win and your kills that you in rounds you lose, because there's a lot of shit like that matter. Like, you can get 4 kills in a round you lose, and it's like, well, you kind of won that round, you just didn't have any help. I mean, it's complicated, but shit like that.
Yeah.
And and
There's a couple. There was a round where we played on Skyscraper where I killed 4 people and then lost to Cap Cannon in a 1v1 because I ran out of time.
Yeah,
that's another issue in itself.
And you just gotta
the time limit.
So with the time system in Rainbow Six Siege ranked, we've been playing a lot of hostage and secure the area, mostly secure area at this point. And so we haven't been playing bomb, which maybe is a slight caveat. We're going to have to test that out. But the difference between 3 and 4 minutes is by the time our offense is ready to make a breach, there's 15 seconds left, and we have to just run in opposed to just, synchronizing an ambush from different angles and taking it slow. And it's completely ruined our offense.
Thing, though, like, even with the time limit, it just plays so much more for the defensive operators. Like they have all the cars. Like, if they want to peek and stall you for 2 minutes, like,
that's the thing. Like,
that's what I was gonna
good
say.
roamers can waste 2 minutes of a round.
They can eat 20 to 30 seconds if they spawn peek you, because you have to be smart. And then they can waste your time
and let's just
on
be
bigger
honest,
maps
teams
if
who
you
are
hunt for them.
competent are always spawn peeking. And then maps like Consulate and Bank, where there's like 3 stories to it, you're spending a good minute 30 just hunting down the fucking. You're hunting down the fucking spawn peekers, and then you're spending another 45 to a minute hunting down the roamers after they're done spawn peeking. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, they advocate that this game is a tactical shooter and you have to go through it, and it's a thinking game, and then they go and lower the time limit. Like, I don't know what they were trying to do with that.
Like,
I mean, it's not even like the time limit by itself is a problem, but you can't increase it too much, because if you increase it, then it's just insanely hard for defense to stay in the objective and protected. Like, if ranked had casuals time limit, like 4 minutes, I think.
Like, yeah, 4 minutes is perfect.
Like, that would be insanely hard for defense to keep up that long. You know what I mean? Like, it would give offense a little too much time. I do think it needs to be increased, but I don't think it needs to be increased a whole lot more. But I do think it needs to
then the
increase by
defense
like
would
another
just
30 seconds or something. I
Because
think 30 seconds increase would be nice.
like if it's like 5 minutes, then the offense has time to sweep literally the entire map, and so they can corner you to one side of the building.
And then it just renders roamers useless. Like you want your roamers to buy time. That's the point of a roamer.
Yeah, like casual time limit is absolutely perfect because how many times in casual have we been fighting the team and we're like, oh, this is ranked, the game be over already.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think casual time limit's a bit drastic. I don't think it should be.
I feel like ranked time limit's technically drastic too for 3. I feel like it's too short. It's drastically short.
Cory, how many times
that should be getting cut off every time?
Because we're winning the round. But, there's 3 more operators left. It's a 4v3, but it's 15 seconds, and we got to rush in just to keep the match going.
I mean, if we're being technical, the defense just has too many advantages from spawn peeking to roaming to time limit. Like now, it's just unfair.
Spawn peeking is a big part of that.
We used to have the advantage with drones, but as the meta,
you can't increase it. You can't fucking just keep increasing the time limit to give attack. Like that's the whole point of ranked. Is it's supposed to be, it's not supposed to be casual. That's the whole point of ranked.
Yeah, but check this out though, Cory.
You're supposed to be able to do it in that swift time limit. I do think it's a tad bit too short because of the spawn peeking, which I don't think you can blame the time limit on spawn peeking. It's not the time limit's fault that spawn peeking is such a big issue.
Check this out here. When we're playing secure area most of the time, if it's hostage, you have to grab the hostage and then survive with a pistol, and when the time limit's going down.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You can kill a whole team and never touch the hostage. But I see what you're saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you can blame the time limit too much on the point of spawn peeking, wasting a full 45 seconds of your time before you even start breaching into the objective room.
So what you're saying is, if they do what me and Aaron are talking about, and it's like, yo,
if you eliminate spawn peeking alone, then that you can immediately start planning your assault instead of having to peek every fucking door on your way in.
Well,
yeah, and
it's just ridiculous.
Peeking, that brings us to the third topic, spawn.
Yeah, the topic
Let's talk about just the initial spawn killing. The spawn in, as soon as you drop in, people walking outside to peek you, especially on like cafe. On that one.
Cafe is a presidential
house,
plane.
favelas,
holy shit.
Presidential plane.
Honestly, I think spawn killing could be used on every single map.
Yeah, but there's some maps particularly where the defense really
some maps that are worse.
Walk outside and just literally stare at their spawn. Like presidential plane, like if you're picking meeting room, you know they're going to spawn at the bottom of that long staircase. You walk outside one of the doors, you get a free kill. It happens almost every time. Cafe, whenever they're going into the kitchen objective and we spawn outside a kitchen, every time we spawn in before we even have a chance to decide what the fuck's going on, we're getting shot at. Like it's not even fair.
Yeah.
Right.
So
the way
go ahead
me
and tell our
think
system.
about us,
I think we finally finalized it.
If you go outside or
break the barrier, as soon as you break the barrier,
if you break a barricade,
team's alerted.
Yeah, like instant spotted. Like we can see you because we got snipers and killers in the grass.
Killers in the kid in the corner with the glasses.
And another point before you finish that statement, you shouldn't be able to throw shit outside to start a round either. We were playing a game of Presidential Plane where a Valkyrie threw a pizza outside and killed Aaron out of spawn.
She Kobe'd that shit.
You can't, if you throw something outside like that, like a lethal C4 or something, like black eyes are fine. I have no problem with back.
Yeah, black eyes are fine. Lethal stuff, yeah.
But C4, like C4s, they should be destroyed. It should be
destroyed after like a certain, like only if it's like a shield guy at the door should it not be destroyed. That's the only exception.
Yeah, but
like if you're throwing that shit into someone's spawn in the first 5 seconds of the round, that shit should be destroyed.
Yeah, that's too much. Like so if you're saying presidential plane in that long ladder up into it, if you're throwing it all the way down it, no. But if you're throwing it like right at that top part, I think that's fine.
Yeah,
that's because Montanks will Montang, and
Well, here, the way you stop is like as soon as you hit the barricade and the sniper sees you, you got 3 seconds to move before you're instantly dead because he gonna blast your ass. Like you're instantly spotting and everybody can see because it makes no sense how the building is surrounded by police and helicopters, and then a dude just breaks down a barricade and jumps out the fucking building and just can slaughter as many people as he wants before he's spotted with 3 seconds. Like that is just some cheese.
I mean, that's a good
rather
system.
Get killed
I don't
by
have
like
anything
a
bad.
super sneaky murder hole in an objective room. Like we've seen shit where dudes will get like a murder hole where they're like 2 stories above the objective and killing kids. Like that is a whole nother level of like.
That's just being
nice.
smart.
Like, I feel you. Like, that spot's like dope
those
as
are
fuck.
tactics.
Like if you kill me in my spawn, like that's just come on, man. You're not even like me and my
it
team
requires
has
no
to come up
skill.
with
It
a
requires
strat.
no tactical thinking.
Exactly.
Like, how many
we're
times
trying
have
to
we
come up with
spawned
a
in?
way to break into your defense, and you're just killing us while we're trying to come up with it. Like that's just.
Like how many times have we spawned in and it's just like instantly like we all just get shot and
Well, that's
I get hit in the head.
That's a good point because it's basically changing the game from Rainbow Six to defending an objective to team deathmatch outside of Windows. Like that's just not the game at all. It's a completely different game, and that's a good point. The argument needs to be structured around them peeking us has nothing to do with a hostage sitting inside of a room. Literally zero to do with that.
Yeah.
Zero.
Because
so that shouldn't be a thing.
When we spawn in, our mindset is okay. What room are we
roamers?
from? How
Roamers
are we going to
are
set
serving
up?
a purpose. Peeking.
We need to find the roamers.
It's just team deathmatch, and that's not what this game.
Roamers is one thing. I have no problem with roamers buying time. That's their job as a roamer. We have to hunt the roamers down so they don't flank us. That's one thing. But when you're peeking us in our spawn, that's not how this game's supposed to be played. That's not tactical. Like your roamers buying time is tactical. That's understandable. But when you're C4ing us in our spawn and then bragging about it and killing us in our spawn when we're not, I mean, I guess we should be expecting it at this point, but we're not. Like that's just, I don't know. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I completely agree.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about something very important to all of us, and that's the map voting system. Now, someone on the Reddit did a little test. They did 100 ranked games, and the results, and he had Favela and Borders turned off. And the results were he ended up still getting Border 4 times, even though he didn't want it at all, and he got Favela 6 times, even though he didn't want it at all. And the point being is that he didn't want to play Favela at all, and yet he got Favela as many times as House and Canals, and he still got Favela more than Bank, Consulate, and Yacht. I'd rather play Bank, Consulate, and House way more than Favela. Is not even close. So the fact that they're even in the same category with it turned off is
I don't
a huge
even think
issue.
Favela should be in the game.
That's another point I wanted to bring up is should Favelas even be in this game at this point? Because at least in ranked, it doesn't need to be. It should not be in ranked. At this point,
too late to take it out of the game.
I don't think it should be in
Like
ranked.
even
Leave
big
it in
YouTubers
casual.
who play Rainbow don't like Favelas.
Like they should
Like,
leave it in
pro players
casual.
don't like
but get that
Favelas.
bitch out of fucking ranked. It's gross. Like that map is very.
But anyways, back to the voting system. It's fucking 2017, and we still have games where there's no voting system. Like 2002 video games had voting systems.
Yeah,
on
these are my
maps.
jokes. You're ruining
this
all my
is
great
insane.
material. Halo Reach did
Reach,
map voting
man.
system the best, and that's bad because Halo Reach was a doodle game, and it still did the best voting system I've ever played in a game since Battlefield, and Battlefield 3, especially on PC.
It makes no sense. It's like, first of all, like we already have a line of defense against this. We've already said like, yo, like these are the maps we don't want to play. Like I don't want these when I'm trying to enjoy your game. And then Rainbow is just like, nah, man, you want this, man. You just don't know it yet. It's like, no, if I wanted
But
this
the thing
map,
about it
I would have
is
it in my
they'll
rotation.
they'll take your game mode into consideration. Like we pretty much only ever get secure area because that's
Yeah,
all
we all
have
have it.
on.
Yeah, the game
we'll
mode shit
get that,
factors
but-
Now,
100%.
But we don't get the right
like
map.
Aaron said earlier, we're probably going to turn on Bomb Secured here soon to try it out. But we normally on game mode only ever get secure area. We get hostage
Yeah.
every now and then when we play with Jordan because that's the only one he has turned on. But when it's just us and C-Plan, we only ever get secure area. But we always get fucking doo-doo maps like Yacht and Favelas and Border.
That
and
might
fucking...
that might be a problem with the matchmaking system because if I don't know how this works, but if it works like I think it does, then if they just randomly match you up with people and they just happen to have Favela selected, then does that just render your selections useless because they have it selected, or does it only match you with people that have the same selections as you?
I mean, I don't even
know. It's a really
I don't
good
even
point.
know if hardly anybody has fucking Favelas active, honestly. But if it renders your vote useless, then the matchmaking system needs to be fixed to where it
Yeah,
doesn't,
then
'cause
that's not a problem
if I-
with the voting,
if-
with the selections. It's a problem with
I mean,
the
I still think a
matching
voting
itself.
system should be brought up because let's say we get matched up against somebody who has favelas turned on. Okay, well, favelas is one of the maps from their team that's turned on that can get voted, and we have like house that brought up. Well, everybody's gonna play house over favelas, so therefore it's like, like my point is, like, say you have a team like us coming against a team that has favelas turned on. Well, one of our maps gets thrown into the voting system, one of their maps gets thrown into the voting system, and then we have a random from either one that we don't know what it is. Okay, let's say let's say Consulate gets thrown up from our team's voting, and let's say Favelas gets thrown up from one of their guys who has it turned on. Well, then we get to vote on who gets the map. You know what I mean? Like they get a map put into the voting system, and we get a map put into the voting system. Yeah. And then the two teams vote. Because like let's say House gets brought up and Favelas gets brought up, we're gonna play House because that's the favorable map. That's like one of the best maps in the game.
Like one of the best maps in the game.
Do you think Ubisoft, kind of didn't put the voting system in there to be like, well, we want all our maps played,
Yeah. So that was a lot of the argument on the Reddit is that they don't want to play another.
Well,
they don't want to play another Evolve.
They
don't want to play another Counter-Strike Go, and they don't want to play only a couple maps over and over again, or only one map like Rust. But I come from the philosophy
it's not just a couple maps in this game. There's a lot of pretty much all the base maps in this game, except for like 2, are really good.
Oh. Well, so their argument is that I come from the philosophy and argument of something from Zombies and mostly Black Ops 1 before they nerfed the shit out of Nuketown, and I prefer playing the same map over and over and over again, and like we did in Battlefield 3.
This game has so much depth to it as well.
Well, that's what we did in Battlefield 3. We kept playing like 7 or 8 maps over and over again.
And over. We could play Consulate for 24 games straight, and each game would be different because we don't know what
each game would be different.
We don't know how our
strat's
going to be.
That's true.
Every room has its own strat to it, and there's a ton of rooms in Consulate to pick from. You know what I mean?
The enemy team would have to adapt to a strategy, and then we'd have to pick a new one.
And we would have to adapt to their defense, or we would have to adapt to their tacking. You know what I mean? Like every room is its own strategy. Like one map can be played 12 different times and be different every time. And you have the game modes, like Hostage strat's going to be a lot different than Secure Area or Bomb.
Bomb's going to be different.
I legit just can't see the reason why they don't have a map voting system. Because it's like what's the point of the maps? Like
the argument would be to make you feel like there's more maps in the game than what give you an illusion to keep playing the same maps, and it's all fucking it's all tricks because that's why Destiny did it.
We get why does
that's why Destiny did it, because that was a shitty game. Rainbow did it because they didn't trust their game when they launched it. They're probably like, I don't know if it's gonna be a good game or not. Like any game that has shitty fucking that's why Halo slowly got rid of it, because fucking Halo is trash. Can you even vote on Halo 5? Fuck, I can't even remember that trash game.
I don't even know.
I don't think you can.
I can't even fucking remember.
But you might be.
Battlefield 4, they completely ruined the server system, and Battlefield 3 was way better. So a lot of games are getting away from the people picking what maps they play, and that's just disgusting in this industry.
What's the downside of letting your player base pick the maps they like? I mean,
people play only. Well, then it becomes No Shirt Canal CDM.
No, give me a sec.
Every fucking server. Every fucking server.
No. Sorry. Let's say you take the data you got from the maps like they like to play. Make more maps like that. Don't fuck over your fans. No, you're gonna play the maps we make. And make maps
but
that
having different maps gives variety. Base. That's what makes Presidential Plains so good, is that it is different than Skyscrapers and House and Consulate and Chillette. It just is drastically different.
Okay, next topic.
All right, moving on. Next topic. This is a really fucking good one, and we're gonna have to come back to it to see if they ever do decide to change anything. Let's go with and then finally, let's move back to the issue with the spawn killing. What's the distinction between that and what Zuko does with a Valkyrie camera outside and jumping out the window and flanking from behind? Is that considered too cheap because he's technically going outside? It looks epic when you pull it off, but is it cheap?
Well, I think the point stands in casual. I don't see a problem with it. In ranked,
you don't think that's a viable strategy in ranked to flank them from behind?
I don't think it. I think
it's cheesy.
It is cheesy. I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
You throw a Valkyrie camera out. You throw a Valkyrie camera outside, and you're in ranked. You see where they're coming from, and you adapt to where they're going to push in. I don't think you jump out and kill them. I still think it's a really cheap fucking tactic, because when you're rappelling on the side of a building, you're side to side movement.
You are
like,
extremely limited in your movement.
You're
and
extremely
how to engage the
limited to what
enemy.
you see. So like Suko hops out those windows. Well, people can't turn to their left or right far enough to shoot him. So it's just
Yeah.
a free kill every time.
I had that happen. I wondered why the guy didn't turn. It's because of that. That's a good point.
You can't turn. Like when we play cafe and we're repelling, like when
On
I'm
the
The
side,
cafe is the one that
up.
happens a lot. That map dirty.
Cause you know the door downstairs that I keep getting killed from. Well, there was a time I was rappelling up to go 3rd story with Fuse so we could fuse train room. Well, I got shot from the door, but there was nothing I could do about it because I couldn't turn to my right far enough to shoot him. So
like if Rainbow implements the system that we all kind of came up with, it eliminates that too. Because like if he's out there for more than 3 seconds, the sniper doesn't line up the shot, like he's dead. And then like it's become way more risky for them. Like, oh yeah, you may get like a kill, but you're not
Like if you get the kill, but
like
you
you're
can't
gonna
get inside fast enough, you're gonna die. So it evens it out.
Yeah.
But I'd still
like,
I'd still rather have a system where it doesn't even it completely eliminates spawn killing because you just can't do it.
Ooh. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about one-shot headshots on console and how bullshit they are. And as a subgenre, the crew asked me to bring up hitboxes, but I want to also bring up is that bullet spread is the reason why your bullet's not killing people. I'm telling you, I think it might be bullet spread.
There have been times where
and I'm telling you, there's times where I go to peek around the corner with like my first 2 bullets and I blast them in the head and it doesn't count as a headshot.
Yeah, I'm not. It's like headshots are weird. Like
if you're just spraying and you're halfway into your clip, that I can see where bullet spread will come in. But if I'm like doing the peeker's advantage thing and I turn the corner and I shoot 2 bullets at him, it's not bullet spread.
Yeah, like how yesterday, Aaron, I was shooting into a clubhouse and I randomly got a headshot. Like even though it's kind of cheap and that was all luck and no skill. Like I think you gotta leave it in there, cause you know like a bullet's a bullet. But if I shoot you in the head and there's blood coming out of your nose and your eyes, but you know you just eat the bullet.
But you can look on PC and console both. There's plenty of gameplay around where people will like see blood on some, like you'll shoot them in the head, like when it zooms in to show you who killed you, their head will be like cocked back from where they got shot in the head, yet it's not a headshot. I think it happens on PC a lot more because PC like all they do is hit heads. Like headshots on PC are not bullshit, that's just PC.
Yeah.
But console is a lot more bullshit into it because dudes just be spraying and get a lucky ass headshot.
Yeah. So a lot of shit will happen. It'll be you coming down a hallway or coming down a staircase is the most prevalent one, and you'll hit fire. He'll hit fire, but and if you aim at his center mass like you're supposed to, and he just flails, he can get a headshot and kill you, even though you're the more accurate player.
Yeah, that's what T-Track complains about a lot.
And he's 1,000% right. That shit pisses me off when it happens because the guy with less skill just won the gunfight, and that's bullshit. That wouldn't happen in any other game.
We've seen Dillon do this. You know, you have a shield, you crouch, you just aim and you're just shooting, and the bullet spread will give you the headshot. It's like that's not how that should work.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying,
like your bullets should go where you're looking.
I don't think headshots should be taken out the game by any means, because that's like one of the things about this game.
No, but I mean, I'll always say Battlefield 3 did it right though. Headshots give you a 2-time booster on Battlefield, or 2 and a little bit more. Like you do an ass ton of damage in Battlefield, but it's not a 1-hit kill.
Yeah, but the damage in this game is so much different. Like damage is way more.
No, it's not. This game's damage is very similar to Battlefield's. Like all body shots, you don't do a lot of damage. Like it's a little bit lower time to kill, but not much. It's only the headshot issue, and the headshot multiplier in this game is like 5 or whatever, so that it's lethal.
Yeah,
opposed to Battlefield where it's only like 2 and some change.
I agree with the headshot multiplier. I just think like my issue is like the hitbox is like if I'm meaning to hit someone in their head, and they just eat the bullet and take like a minimum amount of damage, like something's wrong with the hitbox porn right there.
I mean, I'm getting killed more by dudes getting lucky headshots than I'm getting bullshitted out of kills because of bad headshots.
I mean, me and Hero were playing with this one guy named Mayhem on Canals, and he was playing Blitz, and he was just going crouch so that the shield could cover his head.
He was going crouch,
and his headshots were insane.
And if you look at the kill cam, he was just getting a headshot when his head was clearly behind the shield. And some guy explained it. He's like, "Yeah, that's just a problem with the hitbox. The hitbox is too big for blitz, so he just stopped using him completely."
That's I have no issue with the with the headshot multiplier. I think it's there for a reason. I agree with it. But if your ass like gets a headshot and just doesn't register, like that needs to be fixed. I'm surprised that wasn't fixed in the last update because I'm seeing it everywhere.
Ain't nothing get fixed in the last update because speaking of the last update not fixing stuff, let's talk about crashes and blue screens on console. What is a blue screen like, Bruce?
Man, it's a seizure, man. You don't know what's going on.
Well, it depends on what blue screen you get, because I've gotten it twice where it's like, oh, we're going to give you blue screen, but not fully give you blue screen, so the shit's just like flashing. That is straight up seizure. Now, a full up blue screen, you can only see like a tiny little fucking box in the bottom right of your screen. But like a half blue screen, that shit will literally give you a seizure. Like, it is insane.
Like, if I had epilepsy, man, I'd be in the hospital from playing this game.
Epilepsy? What the fuck did you say, Bruce?
You know what I mean. like the fucking blue screens are seizure inducing. Like, I want to.
I even discovered that glitch where we were playing on Bank, and I spawned in. It was like my whole screen was like it's looking through an infrared.
Oh
scope.
yeah.
Like that's new. Like they added that. Like,
and it's funny because right after this patch came out, we started playing, and like 2 games in, we were playing ranked, and I got blue screen and my game crashed in the same game.
Like they in the patch notes, they said that they fixed that, but it still happens every game without fail.
I think it definitely happens less, but it needs to be at a point where it doesn't happen at all. I don't know. Like ranked is just.
I'm tired.
I mean, this isn't even why is this even a conversation?
Why is
this game's pro? This game's pro ready. Remember, this game's ready to go pro. But yet the console version of the game has fucking crashes that make the game almost unplayable.
I'm tired of being mid-game because we were playing on Chilette and it was 4-4, and I lag out the game. Well, that's stupid because even if my team wins or loses, I'm gonna get penalized and have a 15-minute ban because the game crashed, not because I left, but because the game crashed. That's stupid, right? And you lose a shit ton of more rank for ranked whenever you lag out like that.
Do you think
you go down?
Do you think
you
the
get an
system,
abandon penalty?
Do you think the ranking
even though the game literally crashed? It wasn't even I didn't just leave my team. My game crashed and I get penalized for it.
Do you think the ranking system?
Because it happened to happen on the last fucking round. Like that pissed me off so much. Anyways, my bad.
Do you think the ranking system is only win-loss because people disconnect on console so much that it can't be based on your stats because the stats will be gone?
That's a good point. No, I don't think. I think it's just win-loss.
Okay.
I think it's just win-loss.
No, I know. I was just saying.
That's not how it should be.
I'm just saying. It was good.
Okay, next issue.
All right. Moving on. The final one, the most important one. Let's talk about bans for team killing squad mates, and then especially in casual. And mainly just especially the fact that they're your squad mates.
Yeah, like if
they're your fucking friends.
Squad,
you should be allowed to kill your friends. Yeah, that's rule number 1 in life.
Like,
you kill your friends.
Well, back when this game first came out, I remember me and Aaron having a shit ton of fun killing each other, and it wasn't like we got pissed. It was laughs because it's fucking funny. Like shit went down and we killed each other. Like it's fucking funny. And we're casual. We're not taking it serious. Like it's not like I'm going in and C4ing random people with pizza. Dillon. Anyways, I'm killing my friend who's on my friends list who I play with every day, so he's not going to get mad when I kill him in casual. Why am I getting banned for 24 hours, like Aaron did, for killing a friend in casual? Like, this is insane. Dillon... I can't really defend Dillon when he got banned because he literally spawned in and killed 2 nerds who we don't know with C4. Like, that's different, I guess. I still think you shouldn't be banned for 24 fucking hours over casual. Ranked, I can understand it a little bit more because people.
Ranked, I can understand the system.
Yeah, I can understand it completely.
I mean, it should not. There should be no kill. Like maybe, like it has to be extreme, like 10 kills and you get a 24. Not 2.
Yeah, like I can understand.
Like in casual, if you kill like.
Because it can't be no kills because then that would just ruin the game for casual.
Yeah, like I can understand.
Yeah, I can understand.
Their concern
I can
with
understand
dudes
that, but like,
just being
back when
trolls.
this game first came
spawning
out, I don't remember team killing ever be a problem. Like I don't like me and Aaron never got banned for team killing, which granted we only killed each other and maybe other people every once in a while whenever they did something fucking retarded or would play as Rook and wouldn't place their armor down.
Well, I'm just mad that they gave
it
us...
was never a problem. Like I never remember playing this game to the point where I was like, oh, they should get banned because they've killed me every round. Like it was never to that point.
Like my
Maybe
issue,
it was happening, but we just didn't know.
My Weeboo Jones issue,
Like it wasn't happening to us.
Is the voting system to kick someone is supposed to be the counter to trolls team killing. But you'll say, well, what if a full squad of people team kill one guy and they just pick on one guy, and you're like, oh, well, he can't vote to kick him, and you're like, oh, we'll have to kick him. But we'll go with the whole old Halo argument where if each guy on the team takes one turn killing that said guy, none of them will be kicked, and therefore you can continuously troll someone, and thus debunking Ubisoft's plan. So fuck you, Ubisoft. So then the next issue becomes, well, what if there's 5 groups of guys, there's a 5-group team, and they want to have fun, and someone kills each other, and they get kicked, and now they're banned for 15 minutes. Now they have to go play Battlefield 1, a better game that doesn't kick you for having fun. That's what Ubisoft wants you to do at this point, because there's no other argument for it. If 5 friends kill each other for fun and get banned and have to go play a different game, then how does that help you, Ubisoft? I'm just confused. You explain to me what you want. Because I'm gone.
I think it should account the fact that the squad. So like dudes are in the squad and their team killing each other. It's a good chance that they know each other. And they're just doing it just to fuck with each other. But it feels like a bunch of randoms.
I guess it would be hard because I don't know coding and shit. But like, if a dude's on my friends list and I'm playing with him,
they can pull that shit.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like
the game calculates.
Dillon's on my friends list. If I kill fucking Dillon in a round, Dillon's not gonna be mad.
Battlefield can calculate if it's a squad revive or a random pleb revive. I'm pretty sure Rainbow can figure out if that guy's an offensive or defensive operator.
It's already in there. It's already.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It gives you a team boost if you're in a group.
This is
before
true.
you just go into a game. Like they can do it. It can already differentiate who's in the squad and who's not in the squad.
Yeah.
This is true.
Okay, next issue.
So, like, if I'm killing somebody on my friends list, like Dillon or Bruce or Aaron, it shouldn't be an issue, because, I mean, they'll just get me back next round, and we'll get laughs out of it, and we're not taking it, like, come on, you be shit. It's not like it's the end of the world.
I completely agree with this.
Ranked, I completely understand. You gotta cut down on that shit in rank, because people take that serious. But casual, like, come on, fam.
Casual, yeah, I completely agree. That shouldn't be the whole ban system.
Because Dillon literally got banned for 24 hours, and so did Aaron. And Aaron killed me and someone else.
Killed the hostage.
Dillon killed
in
random
you.
people. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, he killed the.
I was like, your hostage is the best game mode because you
hours.
could kill the hostage, and then I was like, oh shit.
He got banned for 24 hours. Like
he
that's
was
insane.
Weeboo Jones. He was clearly gone.
Like that's insane. Like he shouldn't be banned for 24 hours for killing me and a hostage. Like it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, someone had to kill you.
Cue the outro.
You know?
Cue the outro.
So, and finally, Rainbow Six Siege. Year in review. Some said, I don't want another Evolve. And some said, you won't be playing Rainbow Six next year. Well, we're still playing Rainbow Six Siege a year later. It's still being developed and supported by Ubisoft. They're still adding customizations, camos, charms, weapon camos that are lame, weapon camos that are nice. So, and operator updates, buffs, and more operators and maps come to the game, even turning maps that were for Terrorist Hunt, turning them into maps. What are you guys looking forward to in year 2 of Rainbow Six Siege?
Everything.
Because the constant UI updates are awesome. Like, I love how the UI constantly gets updated and looks better.
I'm looking forward to them actually fixing the shit that's wrong with this game. I'm looking forward to the day where Ranked is not in beta anymore, if that day ever comes.
That day ain't ever coming, fam. You gonna hold your breath too long.
And I'm looking forward to the new operators, especially, because
operators get life.
Shiny new toys to play with.
Yeah, operators just change how the game.
Yeah, they revamp the meta every time.
It completely changes the meta. It completely changes the meta, and it's awesome. Where every few months the meta's completely changed. That's how it should be.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's how it should be, but it's nice.
I
wouldn't suggest that every game needs to take this advice, constantly changing your meta dramatically.
Yeah.
I don't think Destiny is anything to strive for.
Destiny.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say, Destiny's the golden standard of metas.
It's a breath of fresh air when the meta changes.
If you tweak the meta slightly, yes, but not dramatically. And not just like, oh shit, here's a change.
Tweak it. Don't throw Blackbeard in the game again. That was insane.
Yeah,
that should never happen.
Stupid. Let's make an overpowered guy, let's nerf him, and then let's make him trash. It's like, well, what were you smoking? What was the point?
Like Blackbeard came into
Like,
the game an absolute god
dude,
status who could not be stopped, and now he's dog shit.
Bring in more Habanas. People who like we think is gonna change it, but only didn't really do too
Habana's
much.
good if you have a good Habana on her team. Like Habana brings something else to the game, but she didn't completely just shit on the meta. Like she tweaked it a little bit, but didn't just change it.
She was tweaking.
Yeah, she was a tweaker, man. Like,
she tweaked the meta.
As to where Blackbeard came into the game and absolutely just like if you didn't have a Blackbeard on your team, you're retarded. Like when he first came into the game, he was so blatantly overpowered. And now, I mean, Blackbeard's not as good as he is, but I think he's balanced. I think he's in a good spot.
He trash.
Nah, there have been times when
he needs his ADS speed back.
He saved him.
No, he trash.
I do think he needs his ADS speed back.
I mean, when you got female operators like IQ and Capital that can pull their gun up really fast, you know.
Capital's not a female, but okay.
It was a Reddit joke. Someone posted it and said that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I posted it in the kick. It was funny.
Female operators.
Yeah, why these female operators quick scoping and they fucking Capital over here? Like that's so unrealistic. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
I'm looking forward to where they go with the new operators because. Operators in this game, you have to walk a really fine line. You have to bring someone who adds something new, but doesn't render someone else in the game useless. I mean, he made an excellent point. He said it best. That's what made, like IQ with Valkyrie, like it gives IQ something else to spot with her thing. Like it didn't render her useless. It actually gave her something else. It actually gave her more purpose. And at the same time, brought Valkyrie, and at the same time,
hit me, Dillon. Hit me with it.
Valkyrie brought something new to the thing, and Valkyrie's still a viable character to this day. So they have to walk a fine line with operators in this game. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
You have to walk the line like Johnny Cash before you do.
Walk the line.
The lyric.
Yeah,
I forget the lyric.
The Nino Bless line. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Walk the line. It's all a sign. But I'm interested to see what they do with the.
All right. Well, this has been the first episode of Rainbow Renegades. I was your host, Gangster7. Today I was joined by some of the greatest people of all time. Go ahead and plug yourself.
I'm 2Cold26. I am known as the killer in the grasses, but I do double as the kid in the corner with the glasses. I have been known to come through portals holding 40s and blunts.
And every joke he says is wealth motherfucking calculated.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just ruined Dillon's fucking outro. Go ahead, Dillon.
Go ahead, Dillon. Say your outro.
Go ahead, Dillon. Try again, fam.
My name is Secular Dillon, and I'm the only guy to get an ace on Skyscraper. Best player in the lobby.
Yeah, make sure you put that clip in this video. Hero.
This is Secular Cory, the one and only to get 10 kills almost every fucking game because I'm the best. Cue all my gameplay.
Cue all my gameplay.
What's the C play on the man?
Cue my 1v4 fucking clutch on Clubhouse. Cue my 1v4 clutch on Canals as Valkyrie. Cue both of those.
Cue my times where I got MVP.
Who is this?